Hi, I'm Mr. Sai, your interviewer for today's job interview. To formally start the interview, state your name and tell me about yourself.
Good day. I am Ken Saros P. Nonoria, a BS Chemistry fresh graduate here in Negros Oriental State University who once failed with my major subject but chooses to continue my journey as a BS Chemistry student despite of being an irregular student. And after a long journey, I've decided to mark my career to pursue BS Chemistry instructor also here in Negros Oriental State University since I found this university as the door of many opportunities and ways of overcoming academic pressure.
How are you feeling right now?
I appreciate this opportunity to be one of the applicants here in this university to apply for a teaching position.
So, your first question is what qualities do you have to be the potential candidates for this desired position that you are applying for?
The skills that will make me qualified for the desired position are laboratory skills, teamwork, problem solving skills, scientific communication skills, time management skills, research and development skills, and analytical skills, but also good and social connection to my future students where I can communicate to them and can connect and can relate in order for me to have a good relationship when it comes to my teaching where they can really understand on what I will going to be teach and also to my future co-workers, teachers and staff in this university that I could create a connection with them and could have bond with them and good connection for sure.
Second question. Tell me about a particular project you're particularly proud of. What were your contribution and what challenges did you overcome?
It was during our research and innovation when I can really say that I was big help, one of the big help. Well, actually, all of us contributed in that project, but I can say that I was one of the big help because I can really say that I am not that genius or good when it comes to science and chemistry subject or any related course or activities, but I was able to help especially in problem solving situation or scientific problems where we had to face difficulties in solving since chemistry is also about mathematics and science where it was combined together, so it really need experimental and solving skills.
So I see that you are very interested in that particular subject. So the next question is describe a time you had to adapt to a significant change in your work environment or responsibilities and how did you handle it?
To me, so during that moment our OJT, it was really a unforgettable experience that I have since I need to adjust to a new environment, workplace, especially to the people that I face every day. Walking in the city without your friends, without your loved ones, and for the training, for me also to enable my skills that I can use, like in this particular event, applying for a job. or teaching position. So the experience that I did was really nice actually, because I was able to adapt for about 1 week into a new environment. Although it was a big city, but yet I was able to cope with people, with a big adjustment, by also doing things that can really help me, especially in my communication skills. Like, I tried to connect during my first day to others, but yet it was a field. So I did this, just slowly connect with them, and after 1 week, I was able to connect with them.
That's good to hear. Another, give me an example of a time when you had to make a difficult decision with limited information. What was your process and what was the outcome?
It was challenge for us because it is the day also that we will submit that, and we have only 50 minutes to submit our paper. So when we find out that there were mistakes, we did the difficult decision where we come up and decide to calculate it again. Yes, it was really hard since we already calculated that, and half of the results are all wrong. That could really that will lead to our paper to be failed, because the calculation that we did is very far from the outcome that we are expecting. So we did our best to have a full force of unity in calculations, and we did the hardest decision of our life to revise that calculation.
So, hearing from your answer, it is really challenging when we encounter that kind of problem. So now, this rule requires strong communication skills. Describe situation where you had to communicate complex information to a non-technical audience, and what did you do?
It is when I was one of the delegates for the regional press conference in the category of science and technology writing. So our aim is to bring the science and technology concept into the society of a non-science enthusiast. So the thing that I did was just to wrote the root of a journal, or something that was did or always did by the journalist during a particular contest. I used layman's terms, but yet scientific, but somehow words that can really be understandable to them, that can make them understand it easily, that they can comprehend with it.
Oh, I see you're a journalist before, and that's interesting. And science and technology, that's pretty hard. So, talking about priorities and multitasking, how do you prioritize tasks when you have multiple deadlines and competing priorities?
This kind of situation, if both of the tasks given to me is hard, then I go talk to my boss or someone who asked me to do the task, to extend the schedule of the other one task. Just like example, he give me 2 tasks, then I will ask him or her to extend the deadline, or 1 day extension of the one task, and to submit the one task also in that desired deadline, so that I could be able to finish the both tasks in prior deadlines, but not on the same day.
Nice. And the 6 questions that I asked you first is to test about your experiences and skills. And now, let's talk about your personality and fit, if you're really suitable for this position. Describe your preferred working style and environment.
My preference would be I want to do it with a team 3 to 4 members. Not too many, not too less. So that anyone should have can be accountable of each other's responsibility. And the best preference that I want to have is no one should be a member, but everyone should be a leader. That everyone must be committed to the part that were given to us as a team, that we will help each other to finish the task in a desired deadline or time given to us to be submitted or to be done, and so that there will be a good flow of task doing in a desired time that we will be spending. And also will be opening, and we will be the opening of suggestions for the team.
So this one, how do you handle stress and pressure?
I handle stress and pressure by trying to calm myself in any situation that I am in. When I face stress and pressure, my mind or my state of mind and about thinking or producing something ideas that is relevant to my task or activity, it is not really functioning, or something that my mind won't function. So the best thing that I always do every time I felt stress and pressure is I did calm myself by entertaining into other things like social media, scroll into Facebook, or any particular hobbies that I am doing every time that I felt stress, so that my mind can be rest for a while, even for a minute.
Nice. So why are you interested in this specific role and in this university? That why in all university you choose to continue your journey here in Norso?
I'm interested in this position here in Norso because I was once EBS chemistry student who have struggles in facing my journey. So in all the answers that I've response, the only thing that I could contribute once I will be accepted here is I am willing to share the knowledge or experiences that I have, and I am really interested in this position because I want to help, especially those students who are science enthusiasts, for them to be guided and to be encouraged that even in the hardest journey of being a student here in this university, especially in my major or in my program, there will always be a way to surpass all the stress, all the pressure, time management.
So last question, why should we accept you in this particular position that you are applying for, and what can you contribute to this university and to the students that is residing in this university?
Overall, I will apply all the learnings that I've learned and experienced in this university and in my own job training, that I've experienced those to be able to share here, not just to satisfy and fulfill my desired goal, but also to help other students. And in this way, I will use my skills and knowledge in delivering a good teaching way, especially good teaching technique, especially in teaching chemistry subjects.
So thank you for your honest response that you are not just showing interest into this university, but also you are showing gratitude to this university or institute that gives you a free education and many opportunities that leads you in this journey of yours right now.
Thank you, sir, for considering my application, and I am very excited to showcase my skills and knowledge along with my experiences to be able to pass for the qualification for the desired position. And I can't wait to contribute what I have learned in this university and to continue my journey not as a student but now as a teacher to guide future learners and science enthusiasts.